Hello everyone, hope you all are keeping well and you all are safe. Okay, today we are into the third video of chapter 6 manufacturing industries. So till now we had seen that manufacturing industries are very important for the development of the country, for the economic development. It is the backbone of economy. All these things we had seen, and we had also seen that manufacturing industries are having a share of 17% of the GDP. That is actually very less compared to some East Asian economies, and the growth rate that was recorded was 7% per annum, but the desired rate is 12%. So we are far behind the desired rate, and this rate can be achieved because of the government policies and efforts of the industries. Then we had also seen about the location. Many factors affect the location of industry, where an industry should be located. It is affected by plenty of factors, and one of the main factor is that things should be available at a very low cost. And we had also learned that industrialization always leads to urbanization, forming of cities. All this we had done. Now we'll start with the classification of industries, how we can divide the industries into different types. So that is what we are going to do today. So we'll start with the reading and explanation part, and after that I'll give you the notes. Page number 65, you have this heading there, classification of industries. List the various manufactured products you use in your daily life, such as transistors, electric bulbs, vegetable oil, cement, glassware, petrol, matches, scooters, automobiles, medicines, and so on. The list goes on and on. Plenty of things are there which are manufactured in the industries and we are using daily. If we classify the various industries based on a particular criterion, then we would be able to understand their manufacturing better. So, we have to classify these industries taking different factors into consideration. Then we can understand why these industries or how these industries work. Industries may be classified as follows. So, we'll go through the classification now. The first thing is, or the first type of classification is on the basis of source of raw materials used. Raw materials that are used in the industries to make finished goods. These raw materials are coming from where? The source of the raw material. According to that, industries can be divided into two parts: agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. On the basis of the source of raw materials used: agro-based, mineral-based. Agro-based: cotton, woolen textile, silk, textile, rubber, jute, sugar, tea, coffee. Agro-based, based on agriculture, raw materials coming from agriculture. Mineral-based, where raw materials are the minerals. Iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, petrochemicals, all these are mineral-based industries. Then according to their main role, what role they are playing, what they are producing, according to that we can classify industries into two parts. The first one is basic or key industries, which are very much required, very important for other industries to work. So basic or key industries are those which supply their products as raw materials to manufacture other goods, like the iron and steel industry. Iron and steel is produced, machineries are made, and after that these machineries are to be used in other industries to produce other goods. If these machineries are not there, then the other industries will not be able to get the production done. So they are very important. That is why basic or key industries they are called. Example: iron and steel, copper smelting, aluminium smelting industry. Then consumer industries. Consumer industries are those industries which produce goods to be directly used by consumers. Basic or key industries are producing those goods which are used in other industries to produce consumer goods. Alright, so consumer industries are those that produce goods for the direct use of the consumers. Sugar, toothpaste, paper, sewing machine, fan, all these are consumer goods and produced in the consumer industry. On the basis of the capital investment, how much money has been invested, according to that, industries can be further divided. Let us see how. A small scale industry is defined with reference to maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. Alright, this limit has changed over a period of time. At present, the maximum investment allowed is rupees 1 crore. According to the change in times, the change of the maximum limit to differentiate between a large scale industry and a small scale industry also keeps on changing. At present, a small scale industry is that industry where the investment is maximum up to 1 crore. It should be 1 crore or less than 1 crore. That type of industry is called a small scale industry. And if the investment is 1 crore or more, then it is called more than 1 crore, then it is called large scale industry. So on the basis of the investment, you have the small scale industry which is having investment up to 1 crore rupees, and large scale industry where the investment goes above 1 crore. On the basis of ownership, who is owning the industry? According to that also, industries can be divided as public sector, private sector, joint sector and cooperative sector. Let's see what are these. Public sector. Public sector industries are owned and operated by the government, under the control of the government, totally under the control of the government. Government owns these industries and government runs these industries. Bale and sale are public sector industries. Private sector industries. Private sector industries are owned by any individual. I can own an industry, it becomes a private sector industry. Alright, you can own one industry. So, any industry owned by an individual or a group of individuals is known as private sector industry. Example is given that Tisco, Bajaj, Dabur industries, all these are private sector industries. Then you have joint sector. Joint sector means which are jointly run by individuals and government. Both have share in that. So they jointly run it. So joint sector industries. Joint sector industries which are jointly run by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Oil, that is Oil India Limited. It is a joint sector industry. Then we have the cooperative sector. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers or both. Alright, they themselves are the producers and they only organize that industry and make things and then take it to the market. So that is cooperative sector. They pool in the resources and share the profit or losses proportionately. Whatever resources they have, whatever they can, they bring those resources together. That is pooling in of the resources. And after that, they do the production work, whatever is being done. And if they have to face some loss, then also all together will face that loss. If there is some profit, that will also be shared among all of them according to the proportion how they have invested or brought in the resources. Such examples are the sugar industry in Maharashtra, the coir industry in Kerala. Then another classification is based on the bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods. Size of the raw material or the finished good, the weight, according to that also you classify the industries as heavy industries and light industry. Heavy industry, iron and steel. The raw material is also heavy, the finished good is also very heavy and takes up a lot of space, bulky. Light industries are those which use light raw materials. Raw materials are not heavy like the iron and steel industry, and they produce goods which are also light, like electrical goods industries. The goods are, a bulb is there, a fan is there. They are not as heavy as the machinery that is produced in the iron and steel industry. So these type of industries are called light industries. So this is the classification of industries based on different factors. It makes us understand the working of an industry in a better manner. So now we'll write the notes for this. Be ready with your copy and pen. Put the heading classification of industries. In this, the first point, on the basis of raw materials used. We have two parts in this. First, agro-based industries. Agro-based industries. In bracket, you write raw materials from agriculture. So, agro-based industries, those industries which use raw materials from agriculture. Put a hyphen, small dash, and then write in front cotton/jute, cotton/jute textile, comma, sugar, etc. Cotton, textile, jute, textile, sugar, all these industries get their raw material from agriculture. Next part, mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries. In bracket you write raw materials from minerals. Raw materials from minerals. And then in front you write iron and steel, comma, petroleum, comma, cement. All these are iron and steel industries. The second point, on the basis of their main role. On the basis of their main role. Again, two parts are there. A, basic or key industries. Basic or key industries. Basic or key industries. In this you write, these supply their products. These supply their products as raw materials. These supply their products as raw materials to other industries. These supply their products as raw materials to other industries. Example, iron and steel. The B part, consumer industries. These industries produce goods to be directly used by consumers. These industries produce goods to be directly used by consumers. Example, sugar, toothpaste, etc. Third point, on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership. We have four parts in this. Part A, public sector. Public sector. Industries owned and operated by the government. Full stop. So, industries which are owned and operated by the government, run by the government, are known as public sector. Industries owned and operated by the government, full stop. Example, BHEL, capital letters, BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Put a comma, again in capital letters, SAIL, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. B part, private sector. Right in front of it. Industries owned and operated by individuals or group of individuals Industries owned and operated by an individual or group of individuals. Full stop. Example, Bajaj, comma, Tisco, capital letters, TISCO, comma, Reliance, etc. C part, joint sector. Industries owned and operated jointly by government and individuals. Industries owned and operated jointly by government and individuals. Full stop. Example, Oil India Limited. D part, cooperative sector. Industries owned and operated by members of a cooperative society. Full stop. They are mainly producers or suppliers of raw materials or they are workers. Full stop. Members pool their resources. And share the profit and loss accordingly. Example, Amul. Fourth point, on the basis of bulk and weight. On the basis of bulk and weight. Two types we have here. A. Heavy industries. Heavy industries. Right in front of it. They use heavy and bulky. They use heavy and bulky raw materials and produce heavy and bulky finished goods. Example, iron and steel industry, iron and steel. B part, light industries, light industries. They use light raw materials, and produce light goods. Full stop. Example, electric fans, bulbs, sewing machines, etc. Fifth point, on the basis of investment, investment is the amount of money that has been invested in setting up that industry. On the basis of investment, you have two types here. A. Small scale industry. Right in front of it. Industry with maximum investment. Industry with maximum investment of rupees 1 crore. Industry with maximum investment of rupees 1 crore. B part, large scale industry. Industry with investment of more than 1 crore. Industry with investment of more than 1 crore, more than rupees 1 crore. So we'll stop here for today. I hope you have understood the classification of industries. Still, as I tell you every time, if there is any doubt, the doubt classes are there, so you can come up with your doubts there. And I want each one of you to write the notes properly and maintain the copies nicely. So be good and take care.